They see their brothers and sisters selling dope, living a horrible lifestyle. They say, well, I guess I'm supposed to be doing this also. But it's not so. Just like with my life, I started off with a grand opportunity with both parents together and having a good home raising. And then my parents divorced and we moved off to another town or city 20 miles away. So we was just far enough not to be able to see our father and our relatives every day, and sometimes not every week. Most of the time not every week, but maybe every other week our father came down. And a lot of times he'll pick us up and take us back and we'll spend the weekend with him. But it's not the same. So you'll start losing those values that you was taught while you was inside of that whole house. And see, that's how Hasatan works. He'll separate and start painting the picture, just like he did with Eve. And he go whispering, did he really say that? But we had the Mr. Perfect. Yahusha came along and paid the price so we can be put back together. And he came and lived the life perfectly, like Adam was supposed to do. But he came along and walked that line clean. So much so to where when he was baptized, Yahuwah had to say, "This is my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased." Because he listened to me throughout the whole, his whole life, his whole walk. From a kid on up, from a child on up. And see, this is what the Most High wants from us, family. So that we can be like Yahusha and make our part of the kingdom come through us. The kingdom coming through us as he had purpose in the beginning. As we see there in Philippians 2:13, for it is the Most High who is at work within you, giving you the will and the power to achieve his purpose. That didn't say our purpose, did it? No, it's his purpose. And see, what he does, he'll whisper in our ear, this is what I want you to do. Just like he showed me dreams when I was much younger and said, this is what you're going to do. He'll show you the end from the beginning. And that's the high prize that you're chasing your whole life. Well, Pop, how this going to work out? I know you showed me this. This ain't it. And I'm sure that's how Joseph was. He said, I see a goal. I can't give up now. Just like when that old gal came at him, like, I want to lay with you. He was like, no. I can't sin against my boss, your husband, and the Most High. No. I have too much of a future ahead of me. And we see that in Deuteronomy 30:19. I call heaven and earth as witness today against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both you and your descendants may live. See, that's what Joseph said. Joseph said, nope, I can't do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. Joseph took off and ran out there, left his jacket and all. She done took his jacket off, snatched his jacket off trying to get hold of him. Like, come on here. No. You stink. You're gonna mess around with your husband with me. So where does that leave me? Hallelujah. See, family, it's all about the kingdom coming through us as individuals. And then, like I was saying before, that second part is us coming together as a people and the Most High kingdom coming in through us. And we're walking out the purpose he put on earth for us, his people, to walk out, which is to be back in lead, to be back in leadership, authority. And we're going to get to that. But we see there in John 15:20, remember the word that I said to you, a servant is not greater than his master. If they persecuted me, they will also persecute you. if they kept my word, they will also keep yours. And I was trying to figure, why would the Most High give me this script? Why would he give me this script? Because I was like, well, they ain't listening to you, they ain't gonna listen to me. But that's not true. He had a group that listened to him, and they turned out to bring the kingdom on in. They turned around and spread the kingdom like wildfire, as the text says. So we have to remember that we are of him, that we can do greater works than he did, as the text goes on to say. But he said, if they persecuted you, then they're gonna persecute. If they persecuted me, they're gonna persecute you. If they kept my word, they will also keep yours. So do know, family, folks are gonna keep our word. Just as we started off, they're gonna look at us and be like, whoa, that boy's saying something. And they're gonna listen to us when they won't listen to you, your family members. Your pastor, you done sent over there to their house. He was like, I don't want to have nothing to do with this, Joe. Get on out of here. I heard about you kind of people. I seen your big Cadillac. I seen your Rolls Royce, your Bentley. That's the new caddy these days. But then I looked and saw my word for today was avatar. Avatar. And a lot of people are throwing that word around these days, but when I looked it up, I had to look at it twice, because I'm like, I'm not using that word, because you hear a lot of different people saying a lot of different things these days, and you have to be careful of who you attach yourself to. But the meaning of it is an icon or figure representing a person, a particular person in a video game or internet forums. I'm like, I ain't trying to deal with that today. The Most High said, keep reading. It's a manifestation of a deity in bodily form on earth. It's a manifestation of a deity or Elohim or God in bodily form on earth. And that's who we are, family. We're representing the kingdom, the Most High. See, he said he's coming and living within us. In these earthen vessels, we have this treasure, which is him, which is his presence with us all the time, his Ruach HaKodesh. Just as one text says, don't you know that you're the temple of the Most High himself? He's come to make his abode with us, family. To live in us, to be with us every second of the day. And it's not like him walking beside us, but he's right here in our hearts. Like the text says, he's closer than the next breath. Let's read these notes. We as ambassadors of the Most High's kingdom are literal walking embassies where our king is always available inside, because he is the greater one in us than he that is in the world. He has also caused us to always sit in heavenly places with him, parlaying how we are to bring his kingdom to this earth from the inside out, not from up down. See, just like I was saying, he's on the inside of us, family. He's made his home inside of us. He made his temple inside of us. That's why he said, I don't live in no temple made by hands. I live in the hearts of men. Praise the Most High. And what is he going to do when he get inside you? Put a mark across your head and say you saved? No, he going to get you suited and booted, as we like to say of late. You're going to get suited and booted to carry out his word. After he tear you down and rebuild you into whom he wants you to be and to what he chose you to be. So that idea about a free will, no. Send that. You either have a blessings or cursings, and that's no kind of free will. But none of this means anything at all, not at all, unless we say your will be done, your kingdom come on earth, in earth, as it is in heaven. In me, that's what I wrote beside the